Nari McDiarmid at Future of Mining Perth, and I'd like to introduce Jason Crusan, Chief Executive with Australian Remote Operations for Space and Earth. And Jason, you're about to speak about what some might call science fiction, but what can the mining industry learn from innovations driving the space sector?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's thought about like people living off the planet, everything back since Apollo days. And I think actually what we're seeing is the actual cusp of science fiction actually becoming like true now. With the launch of Artemis missions for the US and the global community to go back to the moon instead of permanent presence there. And what's interesting about that is where we actually have to learn how to live off the planet. So we need to figure out how to harvest resources. Well, first off, prospect for them, harvest them, and process them into the things we need to live off the planet. Things like water and oxygen for rocket engines and such. So pretty simple type things. But if we try to think about doing that here on Earth, there's some other things we don't do today either. We still haul in fuel and those types of aspects of mining. So there's a lot of activity in the space sector to now drive a whole technology push of being able to basically live off the planet.
Well, on the flip side, Jason, what could the space industry learn from mining?
Yeah, so as NASA's embarking on doing the prospecting, doing the mineral separation and concentration and all that, obviously the mining sector has been doing this for decades. NASA is just now starting to do it with what they call in situ resource utilization. And so as NASA does ISRU, actually leveraging the entire knowledge base of all the geologists, all the processing, all the equipment suppliers, the METS industry, all of them combined, most likely that's been done here. But now we need to be able to take it to space, miniaturize it, reduce the amount of power, and those types of things. So there's a lot of cross-sector collaboration, and in fact, that's what AROSE seeks to do.
Well, it's definitely looking to the future, Jason. But speaking of the future of mining, how are you finding the conference?
No, it's great to come along to this. I mean, I'm a long background in the space sector, so I'm still learning the mining sector. So for me, events like this allow me to access a whole wide range of activity that's going on in the mining sector all in one place. So it's quite convenient to have all my meetings and meet a lot of new faces for me. So I was happy to come along and also give a talk today.
Thanks
So
so much for your time, Jason.
no, thank you.